Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play some more Infinitode 2, and we're going to try and work our way through the next level. So what I've done in the interim, I have done like a live session where I've gone through several of the levels. I just repeated the levels again. So one thing about the game you're going to need to do if you want to play long term is you end up repeating levels to complete quests. And I talk about that on the live feed that I had completed. Um, so you can see here that, we still have the 3 stars completed on this one. But now, I think if we go back, I was probably somewhere in the 40s. I did enough to complete the 3 stars and probably barely eked by. But by getting more of the research tree filled out, improving my towers, improving some of my overall stats and whatnot, I'm able to progress farther in the level. So some of the key things to take note of here is as you repeat the maps, you obviously get more, you typically get farther in the wave structure. So I'm at level 50 or wave 57 here, and there's a total of 82 waves. So I haven't completed all the waves, but I've made some pretty decent progress here. Another thing to note is I think back, to the time I completed 1.1 for the first time in the very first Infinitode 2 video. I might have completed 1 or 2 of these wave quests. So these wave quests, there are lots of them. But you can see now I've completed about 8 of them. Now, I am going to do some of these repetitive things offline, unless there's some very difficult quest. And by difficult, I mean something that's just really, really hard, and we're going to have to maybe do it on a video. But overall, the quests I've completed aren't all that bad. You should be able to complete them if you try the game. But you see things play time during one game equals 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Things like that. Enemies killed, money spent on towers, coins gained, damage dealt basic. That means by the basic tower. Coins gained during one game, damage dealt by the sniper tower, score gained during one game. So you can see there's a variety of quests. Now, while you have the waves at less than the maximum, you're always trying to complete this wave quest. And then secondarily, you have 2 open quests. So right now, if I was to run this again, you would see money spent on towers needs to progress to 9,500, and enemies killed needs to progress to 2,200. We're not going to play this one this time, but essentially, if you looked at each and every one of these quests or levels, you'll see I've completed some of the quests, I've advanced my waves farther, and so forth, all the way up to 1.4. I'll just kind of click through these. You can pause if you want to look at them. And then 1.5 we completed together as well. So what I want to do tonight is we're going to spend the points that we have. But before we spend the points, I wanted to open these boxes on camera. So none of the stuff that's like highly random, I just didn't open them. So these are things that I earned while I repeated some of those levels. And also on the levels, what I've noticed is there's some new feature to the game where like these little scrolls that have wings on them, you like randomly appear. They don't appear every time you try a level, but they appear throughout. And then when you click on them, you get like a challenge quest right then and there. And then if you're successful, you get a whole bunch of extra stuff. So some of this stuff came from completing those quests. And if you go back and watch the videos, you'll see them. And then hopefully we'll see some tonight. I do really like that addition to the game. It's kind of exciting because it comes out and then I've seen 3 or 4 different like challenges come out. Like they're pretty varied, and they look like they have pretty decent rewards. So a number of things here. Let's look at opening these boxes. I'm going to open them because I want to spend research in the research tree, and I want to get better. So some of these boxes, they're going to they're going to drop a variety of things, right? So you're going to drop research resources, the green papers, which is basically the money. That's going to drop things that you can use in your map editor to build your own maps. Building your own maps comes in a little bit. You're playing the game, you eventually get access to the map editor. You can start, building your maps once you get enough of those things collected. So I'm just going to open these, kind of pause for a second so you can take a look. I'm not going to go through each one. It would take quite a long time. But you can see I'm getting a variety of things. Most of them are resources. If I saw something special there, I would pause and note it out. Now those were the blue boxes. So those were kind of the uncommon boxes. This is the common box. So we're going to find a variety of things in here. They're not going to be super duper exciting, but exciting nonetheless. It's a bunch of free stuff. And the green papers are really kind of some of the key things that we're looking to accumulate at the moment. So we keep opening them here. We got 5 of them. Then when we open these, we also have these keys. The keys that you see off to the left of the box that we're currently opening give you the ability to purchase more of these boxes. So while we had opened some of the blue boxes, we have the ability to buy some more of those. And we also have the ability to buy one more purple box. I'll show you how to do that. Well, we got some purple keys too. That's kind of interesting out of a common box. That's a really, really good roll. So the way you use your keys is you go up here and you click on your green papers, and then you end up in this screen here where you have an ability to purchase things down below. And you also have the ability to purchase or open boxes of these particular colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Sometimes I don't know, some people like to just wait and whatnot, but I'm okay, spending these at this point because my research tree is very, very light. So when you start playing the game, there's obviously a lot of research that you can do. So you do a lot of things on this, and here's the only thing that they ask you to pay money for in the game, and you don't have to buy it. But if you do buy it, you get double green papers and items for each quest, and in each game and quests. So you get some additional like doubling up on your ability to collect resources. But you do not have to ever pay any money for this game. And you can play it on your PC and your phone. Let's go back here. Let's go back to the research. So I don't have any more gold stars that I want to invest at the moment. I just have 2. Hopefully if we get done with this 1.6 level that we're going to try, we'll have an additional stars, hopefully 3 additional stars after we're done. Take a little drink there. So with the amount of items that I have here, the resources, I think I'm still kind of a little hard pressed to put anything else into the tree. However, we do see some interesting things open up here. So this one here, quest prizes. So bonus rewards for regular quests. So this is now open to me. So I actually think I'm going to invest in this one because there's a lot of quests for me to complete throughout the rest of this game, and getting bonuses, even though it's only 5%, getting extra is very, very good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I don't think I could do it again, so it turns teal. Now here I have projectile speed, and I also have rotation speed that I can invest in. I think I'm going to go ahead and invest in this rotation speed so I can climb farther down. And then here, forced wave bonus is going to be 1%. I'm going to just kind of keep working down this tree a little bit if I can. XP, experience point modifier, is 1%. Again, I'm going to take that and sell. So number of coins returned for sold towers, I'm going to increase that so we get some extra if we sell. And we're kind of at the end of the line here. And I'm okay with that. Essentially what I wanted to do is just get down here and start trying to get into these extra pieces here. Now, some of the really, really good is like this tower upgrade price. Being able to manipulate that and make it cheaper for you to put out towers is really, really good. And then some of this last one, some just having extra green papers and whatnot, those are very, very good things. So I'm going to go ahead and research this to level 2. And I still have enough for this. I'm going to research that. I don't think there's anything else that we can effectively manipulate on the research tree at the moment. So let's go ahead and go back and let's get into our level for the day. So also note, I've talked about this in other videos as well. You see daily loot money spent on towers. If you do this, you get this extra bonus for completing this quest for the daily. And there's a daily quest and daily loot. So if you complete this one, you get extra loot. If you complete this one, you get a bunch of extra stuff too. So I'm going to go ahead and do a select level. and we're going to go into 1.6. Now we haven't run 1.6 yet, so we need to get the 3 gold stars. So what we're looking at here is trying to aim for completing wave 48. If we can get through wave 48, we get 3 gold stars, and essentially that's a very big driver in your advancement. And then we'll be able to progress on some of these quests as well, like coins gained and money spent on towers during one game. So these are things you're going to do every single game, but they're going to be cumulative. So if we don't complete it in this particular run, we go back and play it again, and we can have a cumulative, uh, you advancement on each of these quests. Then once we've completed these quests, other ones will open up. Let's go ahead and play and take a look at this board. So this particular board is a fun one. I really liked this map when I first got to it. The reason being, it offers a variety of platform positions. There are some positions that are way out here, some positions that are closer. This map is also good for farming this green material and blue material. You see there's two. Once we get mines active, you'll understand this a little better, but there's opportunities to, mine these beginning resources. This is a really good one to run, in my opinion. There might be better, just this is one that I liked running. So I ended up running this and building mines and farming these ore resources here quite a bit on this map in the past. But I did reset the game, so everything's kind of brand new for me. So there's a platform hanging out here. Also, this is the first map where we're going to experience 3 platforms that have innate bonuses. So this particular one, if we take a look at it, it has a damage 2 tile effect, which is plus 130% damage. So instead of doing, 10 damage, it would do 13 damage if it, towers placed there. The other one here is this range. So range 110%. So you get extra range modifications. And then this here is attack speed. So this is the first map that we've had where we've had 3 bonus tiles laid down in the first map with any range bonuses. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we want to do here. So I always like to take a look at, if I put a frost tower somewhere, what's it going to do? So the range on this is quite interesting because I could put a frost tower here and basically click the pathway from here to here, and I'm kind of, good on my freezing in a very large area. The problem I have is I could put a frost tower here, probably a frost tower here or here, and cover, maybe even here. Probably going to put 3 frost towers out here. Until we get the frost tower overly developed within the research tree, probably need 3 of them here just to kind of put the most frost down from start to finish. So that's probably the plan there. To go with this plan, I think I am going to go ahead and put a frost tower out at the beginning. And then this is the damage tower, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a basic tower there. And because there's so much range here, I'm looking at, let's see, the cannon. The cannon would be able to fire from here to here. That's pretty good. We're going to put our frost tower here. Also, the cannon has extra range here. So this will let me go all the way around. I think I am going to put at least 1 cannon in. And the reason being, I'll probably try and sprinkle some other ones. But we have these weak enemies coming. So I think I want to throw a cannon down. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw basic down next. But for the moment, I'm going to start with the map looking like this. Well, and obviously throw some sniper towers out here so we can start using these outer platforms as well as we get into a position to place those. So let's go ahead and start. As we earn some money, I am going to throw a basic tower in here, I think. Oh, twice. And I'm going to look to throw maybe a basic tower in here as well. Need to remember to press the space bar so I can start the rounds earlier and earn some extra bucks. So if you look here, there's like plus 2 gold. If I push it right now, I'll get plus 1 gold. I think I am going to do that, but I think I might have just missed it. It's okay. We're going to throw some basic down here. Basic towers and basically a basic tower, sniper, cannon, and freezing. only have access to 3 towers. As you progress, though, you can go back and play these maps with additional towers, and it totally changes the way you approach the maps. So it is interesting to see that. Let's see. I think I'm going to upgrade this tower. I'm going to look to probably put another freezing tower out. See if we can start a little early and get extra gold. That looks pretty doable. I'm going to see if I can get 2 extra gold out of this. Now, we have some strong enemies coming. I haven't placed any sniper towers down yet, so I think I'm going to do that. It's kind of changing my plan a little bit because I don't really want to spend 80 at the moment. I want to get some more basic towers down, but starting to see some strongs. I just want to get something out there. I'm going to set this to nearby. And this is the targeting here. And then I'm also going to set this to random. So I already did that. Random just means, that the sniper is going to just randomly select a target. And hopefully, because the sniper is so powerful, it will then be able to, do some work. Oh, I actually placed a tower here. I don't really want it there. So I'm actually going to tear down a tower as we progress here. But I'm going to put a freezing tower in here just to slow some things down if I can. Come on, there we go. And then I want to put a freezing tower here too. For the moment, I don't know if that's really a bad play or not. Just putting a level 0 tower in here is actually maybe a decent play, just because of the fact that I can get some extra damage out of it and then eventually kill it off and look to destroy it and build another freezing tower there in a little bit. So we'll have to see how that works out for us. Now, this is another bunch of basics. So I'm wondering again, maybe I do double up like on this cannon here. But for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and put another basic down. Just have more stuff kind of flying over here. And I think I'm going to put a second cannon down here and see if we can do some more area of effect damage. And then look to, destroy that at some point. And maybe we'll throw in another sniper tower, maybe over here. So we have some things being worked over here. This is getting dicey over on this section here, but let's throw that. Ooh, I think I'm going to want another. I'm going to put a sniper in. I'm going to set it to random. I do want to lay the snipers down. I want to lace them in because in addition to upgrading the towers, you earn experience points, and the more things you kill, the more experience points the tower gets. See, this one's level 2, this one's level 1. That's going to be important as we progress through the game as far as how we're able to kind of combat the extra, monsters that are going to be, or not monsters, but enemies that are going to be thrown our way. So if I destroy this, I get 23 back. Don't think I'm ready to destroy it just yet, but let's see. If I get 23 back, I'm almost there. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it and throw a freezing tower in. So freezing towers are all laid down now. Feel good about that. This one has an upgrade. I'm going to throw attack speed on this one. So it already has damage from the tile. Now it's going to have attack speed from its upgrade. So I think I'm going to upgrade this one given where things are. And I'm going to try and upgrade this. Actually, let's throw a basic tower down here. Yeah. Let's get some more bullets in play. And then I'm wondering if I want to throw probably a basic in here somewhere. Cannon might not be bad there, but those weak things are going to come by here pretty quick. So I think if anything, I put a cannon down here. But I'm wondering if I want another sniper or something first. I might want that. Let's upgrade this guy. And let's upgrade this guy. The reason being is they're sitting on tower bonuses. So I just want them upgraded and see if they can help us, do this progression here. Perfect. Let's get +2. Sorry for my glass here. I'm drinking some pop. So let's go and take a look at maybe putting a sniper in. We want a sniper here for sure. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to set it to random. Got them all set to random, so that's good. Probably missed out on a little extra gold down there. I didn't see where it was at the moment. But yeah, I think we did okay there. Yeah, paying attention to a lot of the little details will help you get farther in the game, but also it gets tough. There's a lot of variables to consider, and there's a lot of things going on in the game. Even though we've still got it set on like a slow mode, there's still enough going on that it's sometimes difficult to follow all of it, right? Let's go here and upgrade the sniper, and then maybe I've got enough for another sniper. If I go here, what's it look like? Yeah, we're going to go there. We're going to set this one to forward just so we can try and pick off some of these ones that are coming in fairly quickly. We don't have a lot of basics out, so I think I'm going to actually put a basic here. Just let it fire. I'm going to have this one do a trail because it's right there at the end. I'm just going to try and hit the whatever's at the end. And then I also want to put another cannon out because this is a lot of weeks that are coming at us. Right now, the basics are probably going to be able to handle it, but I want a cannon just because we're going to be dealing more damage. And then I also want to put another basic here. Then my plan here is I think we're to the point where I want to do a pass on the levels. So I want to level up some of these towers that have been around a while. These are already ones. Let's do this one. This one's a one. I'm going to start looking to upgrade all the basics first. Then maybe this freezing tower is next. We got our first gold star, so that's exciting. This one's level 2. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up upgrading all of these. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one. Let's try and slow some things down. Nothing over here is going to be impacted by these towers that are firing here. So we're going to go ahead and try and upgrade these cannons next. Get some extra gold there. Okay, one cannon. So all of our cannons are one. Got a freezing tower here. This one I'm going to leave as is for the moment. We're going to try and splice in another sniper up here. Then we're going to do more passes on upgrades. And maybe look at upgrading this sniper. It's already level 3 from experience points. So having towers that are both leveled via experience points and via upgrades, it's pretty good. Your towers get significantly better with all of those things going on. Now here, I'm going to have to increase this tower quite a bit for it to have a bigger range here. Right now, it's a very limited tower, which is okay. It's just it's the way of the game, I guess. Let's upgrade this one. Keep all the settings the same as far as targeting. And then lastly, I'm going to try and get this last sniper tower if I can. Then we're going to look back at pumping up the towers that have the tile bonuses next to get them to a point where they have some extra levels and are able to use those tile advantages to a little more effectively. All right, let's go start this one. It looks like we can put on our last sniper. This one, again, I'm going to keep at the front, and because at some point it's going to be more difficult for us to maintain just being able to kill things with one shot. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep that one on the front. And hopefully we can kill anything that's looking to try and damage our base here. So far, it looks like we've taken 1 point of damage. You can see most of our splatter zone, most of our deaths are happening in this area here. I'd love to move that back if I can, but I'm not sure that that's, going to happen. We'll see. I'd like to see most of the splatters over in this area here. Let's go upgrade this one. Now I only have one more upgrade for each of these towers. So I'm going to go ahead and sit on this one. It kind of sacrifices a little bit of, what's going on with this particular run. But I'm going to sit on this one a little bit and just get this one maxed out. And then I'm going to look to max out this one. Now this one's speed, so I'm going to go ahead and do damage here and try and increase, what we're dealing with on this particular one. This one's level 4 now, so we're going to set it so it does damage to the front and 60% of the damage to the target behind it. So it does 100% damage to the one it selects, and then 60% to the one behind it. That really helps the snipers on this particular type of enemy pool with the basics, because you're doing a lot of damage to one, and then you're hitting the one behind it as well. Very, very good. So let's look at this. Let's see if we can get this one maxed out. We can. Now I'm going to look to, we've got 33 gold. We need 70 for this one. So if we can upgrade this freezing and then maybe go to the other freezing that's towards the end of the base, we'll do that as well. Okay, so we can upgrade this one here. This one's only 42. Then I'm going to start upgrading some of these basic towers to level 2, just so they're more effective. Jump over here, then back the other way. And the ones at the end aren't getting as much experience points. This one's got a lot because it's been there for a while. But the ones I just laid down, they don't have enough exposure to enemies to really have gained all that much experience points. So we're kind of, you kind of want to pump them up a little bit if you can. Then here I'm going to go ahead and try and upgrade the sniper. I might actually switch. Let's see if I can upgrade this one, because we got so many dudes coming over here. Might be a little more effective if I can actually get to them. We seem to be handling this one okay. I'm going to go ahead and start the next level. Probably let that one drag on a little too long. Let's upgrade this one. Let's look to upgrade these guys. This is a nice spread out basic run. Sometimes they group up together quite a bit. Will just pop out all at once. That causes some problems, tries to overwhelm you a little bit, but this one's a little spread out. So we'll start this one a little early. This one, and then let's maybe upgrade these cannons before we start getting into these weak runs again, because they will be coming. Looks like we got a strong run coming, but the weaks will end up showing up, and they will do some work against you because they end up being a lot faster as it progresses. That was pretty good. So we still didn't take any more damage. We're still at 19 health. We're at wave 40. So I think 44 or 48 was our target for that third gold star. I'd like to get to that with this particular run. So hopefully that won't happen. Let's see. Our sniper's going to have to do a lot of work here for us to not take a bunch of damage. So I'm hoping that we get it. It looks like, yeah, it looks like we should be able to get through this. Good. Once maxed out, look to put some points in here. Yeah, you see these weeks, they're getting stronger, and they're getting faster, and that quickness is what ends up taking it to the house here. So unfortunately, I'm going to put some splinters on this one. We'll go ahead and do some more damage to it. Let's see if we can upgrade maybe this one. Maybe there's enough time for this one. Might not take as much damage, if any, on this particular push here. Oh, we're still going to take quite a bit of damage, I think. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping we had enough laid out here to help us, but these runs of these weeks is really going to be problematic. Can I do anything here? I don't really think so. See if we can just upgrade freezing and slow them down just a little bit. Maybe that's enough to try and pick them off. We have 6 health, so I don't think we're going to make it. Yeah. Oh, we made it one more. All right. And then here we got 64 is what we still need. This one, they're definitely sneaking one through. I can't imagine we make it through this one. Yeah, just a little too much still. Even with the cannons aren't firing fast enough. I haven't put enough investment into the cannon jet. So this is a good example of where, the first time we run the level, we're getting 2 of the 3 gold stars. That's perfectly fine. I haven't done anything with the level yet. I haven't earned any of the levels. Give you more uh, resources that are specific to where you should kind of be on the advancement pathway. So we're going to get some things that will allow us to, spend some more research and so forth. Let's go back to the main menu. We do have 4 gold stars now, but I think we're looking for 6 is what we're wanting for the research. Take a look here. And yeah, although I can invest in some other things here, some other pathways, like getting extra health would be really cool. But my goal at the moment is to get this coins generation. So coins generated per minute is plus 30. Having just a pool of coins kind of, just appearing every minute is quite good. So I'm going to really aim to get to that particular one. Then we'll go from there. We'll kind of span out. This health one is very good too. Having 3 extra health is quite good. So I don't think I have any more points or any more things to spend on the tree at the moment, and that's fine. We got this 2 more gold stars, new level unlocked, and I think we did okay. If we go back and look at the levels here, we're 1.6. We started the very first run. We got 44 waves. We need 48, so we're not that far from getting to the next gold star. Made progress on a quest, and we also completed a quest. So for this particular one, we got some extra green bucks or green papers. And then now we have new quest, enemies killed. So we can start making progress on that when we repeat 1.6 again. So for this particular one, I think we're done. Sorry if some of this is repetitive. In these beginning videos, I'm going to try and explain things a little more each time. And then I think once we get through this stage 1, I'm going to stop doing that. Let's look at stage 2 and we'll talk about, what's happening in the game. I'm not going to do an overall, explaining this is what this is where this is in the beginning of the screen. Now, as I'm playing, I might repoint to some of those things just to kind of point them out again because people forget. But overall, I'm going to spend less time just talking about the general way that you need to play the game and more time about talking the specific levels and so forth. So I do appreciate you watching me tonight. If you liked it, like, subscribe, comment. If you dislike, dislike, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you didn't like, and we'll try and change that up. I hope you have the opportunity to try this game. It's a very, very, very good tower defense game. It's one of the best ones out there, in my opinion. It's one that I like to play. Games are what you like to play, so this is one that I particularly enjoy. And we'll go through it together. We'll go through every single one of these levels. I don't remember if I know how to do all of them, but we'll work through them as a team here. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good week, and take care out there.